serious topic that I've been talking about for like quite some time, and I've actually been talking about many things for real up on the chat, up on the live stream, and I'm actually excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry, and I'm actually going to be like I said, getting back to my videos today because there's so many things I want to cover, but I wanted to kind of like make this like a almost like a part two to what I was talking about last night. And the reason why I want to come to you up with the topic because I don't really think people even like know, what is like really going on, like what is happening right about now as far as like, what's going on, what's going on in our country, what's going on, as far as like in the political world, as far as like things that's happening, down in our border and stuff like that. Like, I don't really think people know how serious, how our country is in shambles right about now, and how, hey girl, hey socks, what I mean? I don't really think people know how much they see how our country is in shambles, and it's looking like our country is turning to like a third world country. And hey y'all, what's going on? Yup, and from what I'm seeing, people going to have to really get their popcorn ready because, the things that I'm seeing that is coming down the pipe, the things that I'm seeing that is happening in our country right now, there's many things that are taking place, especially with this whole entire border crisis. This border crisis right about now is definitely a serious situation. And this border crisis, for what I'm seeing, it's really affecting, you know what I mean? Like it's really affecting, Texas for real. It's really affecting now the inner cities, and I can really see like how that is becoming like a major issue for real. And what I'm looking at how, American people is being treated, it is really, really sad right about now. Our country is we are like people are really out here struggling and to see how somebody that is illegal, that is not even from this country, that's not even born and raised here, didn't even build up the country, didn't hate Roddy Law, didn't even put nothing into it, did not do anything, did not put nothing into Social Security, did not bring anything to the table, but want to come to our country with a sense of entitlement that they want the American dream, but they want to demand citizenship. These people are coming over here, breaking the law, and want to demand citizenship. And these people come over here and they are getting all of these benefits after having a sense of entitlement. They come over here to replace us and they got arrogance and a sense of entitlement. And what I'm saying is, I don't really think a lot of people are still even waking up to the fact that we are dealing with a serious situation right about now. Hey, Eve Electronics, what's going on? Peace. Hey, Harisi Rob, what's going on? These are UN soldiers and Biden is banning ammunition for our guns. Okay, wow, thanks. Thanks for letting me know the information. Like I said, if you know any information, family, don't be afraid to put it inside of the chat. You feel me? And like I said, man, like it's really getting interesting right about now. You feel me? And like I said, they have this convoy that is down there in Texas. Hey Bushwick, what's going on? Top of the AM, what's going on? Yep, and I'm glad that I'm seeing, this whole entire situation, what's going on as far as like that. Hey Edward Mumford, what's going on? How they got that border crisis convoy, and they are pretty much, I'm saying, down there right about now. They trying to call these people protesters, but pretty much, I'm saying, they send these people are patriots for real. You feel me? And see what's going on. To take our back, to take our border back convoy. They said it ends with rallies in 3 states over the national security crisis. Yup. And they were saying they claimed they were protesters and stuff like that. But see, these people were really standing firm. You know what I mean? Like they gonna, you know what I mean? We pretty much are going to be fighting, taking back the border. And they were saying that around the small Texas town, small Texas border town of Quemado, around 20 miles northwest of Eagle Pass on the U.S. Mexico border on Saturday to vent frustration over illegal immigration. Eagle Pass has been thrust into a turf war over immigration enforcement between Texas and federal authorities. The protests called quote unquote "Take Our Border Back" began its multi-day drive across the U.S. On Monday in Virginia. They said participants in the event will be peaceful, but critics warn it could feed into an anti-immigrant sentiment. Organizers had initially expected tens of thousands of people to join the protest, but the numbers were smaller than anticipated. You know, that's what they say. You know, because what is happening, they say immigration has become a major political issue in election year, likely to see a rematch between former President Donald Trump, and against Joe Biden. Trump has motivated his base voters with calls with more restrictive border practices. The number of migrants arrested trying to cross the U.S. Mexico border has climbed to record highs since Biden took office in 2021. Migrants arrests have dropped in the past month after a spike in December. You feel me? So that so that is what they're doing. They are pretty much going against the grain to say, you know what, we're going to take a stand and we're taking our border back. So they've been having like quite a few rallies in like 3 states, coming out of Virginia. They took the drive, from Virginia and stuff like that, and they wanted to go down to Texas, to send a message to let the people know we fighting against we fighting against illegal immigration, and we're going to take back our border. Yep, yep, the take back our border rally that was in Texas. Yep, it pretty much happened at the southern border in Texas Saturday afternoon. Yep. So they left Virginia Beach on Monday, which made up of a coalition of people that are traveling to the southern border in Texas, Arizona, and California. It says it's peacefully protesting the record numbers of migrants illegally crossing over from Mexico. The goal is simple: to shed light on the dangers posed by wide open southern borders, to request all laws of our U.S. Constitution to be immediately upheld, to slow and stop drug trafficking and human trafficking associated with open borders, to call for our immediate action to secure our borders before irreversible serious consequences befall our nation. End quote, the group said in a statement. So that is what they are saying. They are pretty much taking a stand to say, we requesting all laws of our Constitution to be upheld, because they want to stop the drug trafficking and the human trafficking that is associated with open borders, like we've been talking about. Yet the convoy leaders argued the Biden administration needs to do more to fix the problem. Yep. Even if the numbers might have been smaller than expected, but right, but I'm going to say this though, right? At least the message got out. The message has got out. Get them likes up, y'all. Y'all come on in inside of the chat. Hey, Sharon Linton, what's going on? Hey, Sharon Linton, what's going on? Yep. Hey, Charles Wilson, what's going on? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Whew, had to stretch. I needed my stretch. What up, Michael Ashford? What's going on? Yes. They estimate at least 4 million illegals in the country that they have no info on who they are or where they are. They also no Middle Easterners who have contacts with the cartels are here. Wow, see that? Thank you, A for Electronics. You see what I mean? See, like I told people, yo, they're gonna find a way to where these people cannot be tracked, which means some of these people could be soldiers or they could be cartel. Because listen, right? Hold on 1 second. Look at this. This happened September 14th of last year. They said the Department of Homeland Security, listen, loses track of illegal immigrants. It releases in US, many given fake addresses. So if they're giving these people fake addresses, you already know they are giving them people fake social security cards. Who the fuck are these people? How does the Department of Homeland Security, if you don't believe me, let me show you this shit. How does this happen? How? Yo, look at the date, yo. How does this happen? Damn it, my fault. I'm sorry, Socks. I scared them. I'm sorry. My fault. I hate when that happens. My fault, y'all. Dropping all my stuffings. My fault, y'all. My bad. Yo, but look at that, yo. How does that happen, yo? How do yo, come on, yo. Yo, look at that, yo. How do you lose track of illegal immigrants? Its releases in US and many are given fake addresses. How? They said not only has illegal immigration exploded under the Biden administration, the Department of Homeland Security fails to track migrants it is supposed to monitor after releasing them in the US. Come the fuck on. Listen, incredibly, the agency created after 9/11 to prevent another terrorist attack is not making much of an effort to find missing foreigners who, in thousands of cases, were freed despite not providing the agency with a valid domestic address or after furnishing a bogus location, including car dealerships, bus stations, restaurants, or churches. Y'all hear this? How the fuck do y'all lose track of somebody who is motherfucking illegal over this bitch? They hiding in bogus locations, including car dealerships, bus stations, restaurants, or churches. Which means they can be what? Using, that's why they're giving them fake driver's license. So they can be doing what? Trafficking those people and using those cars. Then they can drive to the bus stations where they can be doing what? Trafficking them on buses. They can traffic these people by faking working in a restaurant, but they guess what? Working as human traffickers. Then they can also traffic them through the church, which a lot of them have what? Underground tunnels, which can lead to the bus station. All of this shit is connected. Yo, yo, look at this shit, yo. All of them places, yo, they are not providing the agency with valid domestic addresses or after furnishing a bogus location, including car dealerships, bus stations, restaurants, or churches. All of them are connected. Why do you think they want them to be in the hotel? Thank you, Mark Ketcher, for the dollar. Um, Thank you for the dollar donation. Come on. You see it? You Charles Wilson? You feel me? All of this shit is connected. All of it. Come on. They said between March 2021 and August 2022, the Department of Homeland Security lost more than 177,000 migrants inside the country, according to a scathing report issued recently by the DHS Office of Inspector General. The watchdog found that 80% of addresses provided to the U.S. Border Patrol by migrants were recorded at least two times, and 54,000 was simply 54,800 were left blank. More than 780 addresses were used over 20 times, and seven were recorded by federal officials over 500 times, apparently raising without raising any red flags. Some of these addresses were charities or federal government agencies. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, also got trashed in the report for failing to always validate migrant addresses prior to releasing them into communities throughout the United States. Yo, unacceptable. You hear the shit, yo? 100 and yo, how? Come on, yo. How do yo? How do you lose track of these people? How? How do you lose track? Come on, yo. How do you lose 177,000? Come on, yo. And then all of a sudden, they want to sign a bill to where the illegal aliens can't even be held on DUI charges. That's crazy, yo. Yo, if we don't see that this is a problem, that's crazy, yo. And look at this shit. They saying driver's license and IDs don't allow undocumented undocumented immigrants to vote in federal elections. Look at this shit, yo. We need to worry about, we really need to be on point with this shit, yo. Y'all kind of quiet in the chat. I know it's kind of early. I know it's kind of early. Look at this shit. Washington State diverted 340 million in federal COVID funds to immigrants, including $1,000 checks. Look at this shit right here. A new report is highlighting how federal COVID funds were used in Washington state to give $1,000 checks to illegal immigrants who were ineligible to receive federal economic impact payments during the pandemic due to their immigration status. The report by Economic Policy Innovation points to money administered by the Coronavirus State and Local Fiscal Recovery Fund, which was created by the American Rescue Plan Act and was intended to help state and local governments with their response and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. Washington State received 4.4 billion in federal funding overall from their program. They said the report from the group, which calls for a smaller federal government, highlighted how 340 million in funding went to a program that sent $1,000 checks to illegal immigrants in the state. The funds approved by the Washington State Legislature in April 2021, providing another round of funding for undocumented Washingtonians, according to an impact report on the program. That is insane. That is insane. 340 million. Come on, yo. That is crazy. Yo, wow. They diverted, yo, 340 million in federal COVID funds to illegal aliens. Yo, are you fucking serious? That is insane, yo. They diverted 340 of that money, yo. Of that 340 million dollars of that money went to illegals. That is insane, yo. Yo, that is insane. I've never heard any. Wow, look at this. Biden administration sent millions to. Look at this. As the Center for Immigration Studies recently reported, a United Nations-led regional refugee and migrant response plan calls for more than 200 nonprofit groups to dole out $1.6 billion in cash, debit cards, food, clothing, medical treatment, shelter, and even humanitarian transportation during 2024 to millions of U.S. bound immigrants in 17 Latin American nations and Mexico. This is what the fuck you get for voting for that son of a bitch. I had to drop the phone again, yo. That is unacceptable. Thank you, Sister Iman, for putting up the links. And I will be donating to Sister Iman this week for real. I'm definitely going to be donated to Sister. Yes, Edward Mumford. Lord have mercy. Look at this, yo. Mm, 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 mm. They saying, but suspicions that the administration of President Joe Biden is directly footing the bill for at least part of facilitating the most the most voluminous mass migration crisis in U.S. history. Now, but this fourth straight year cannot be confirmed. A follow-up examination of more than of more than 30 faith-based nonprofits. Among those UN NGO partners represented Jewish, Lutheran, Seventh-day Adventist, Catholic, and non-denominational evangelical organizations, shows that the U.S. Department's Bureau of Population, Refugees, and Migration and the U.S. Agency for International Development have been mainlining taxpayer funds to these groups, which then distribute them to keep hundreds of thousands of migrants comfortably moving forward, moving towards illegal U.S. southern border crossings. Look at that. HIAS, a prime example of the self described Jewish American nonprofit organization, HIAS, Silver Spring, Maryland, incorporated in 1903 as the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, which has pledged 17.1 million in aid to immigrants in at least 7 Latin American nations during 2024. The UN's RMRP planning documents show. It turns out that FY 2022, 47% of revenue reported by HIAS came as grants from government agencies, the majority from the State Department, but some are also from the Department of Homeland Security, according to the group's tax filings and other sources, with the balance coming from a mix of major corporate sponsors and other sources. But there can be little question about the origins and the purpose of at least some of the highest. Yeah, 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 I'm sorry, y'all. But there could be I'm sorry, but there could be little question about the origins and the purpose of the project. Last year, the State's Department PRM gave highest a 6 million grant for it, according to the U.S. Spending.gov, a database that tracks federal spending. The first infusions of another 5.2 million state RPM grant to hires this year. Explicitly, the UN in Latin America started arriving in September 2023, but the last of it to come in September of this year. Profits to literally help fund and to help them out with this illegal immigration, yo. Yo, y'all hear this shit, yo? Get them likes up, family. Get them likes up. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All 11 million was earmarked to hires by the State Department by the State Department's Overseas Refugees Assistance Programs for the Western Hemisphere, which the UN plan aims to support through direct emergency humanitarian assistance such as food, non-food items, shelter, health, psychological, psychosocial support in major migration transit countries like Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. A UN Activity Explorer database of the participating NGOs showed that 6.1 million of 2024's HIAS commitment will go out as cash cards, cash vouchers, and in cash in kind services, while most of the rest goes to humanitarian transportation, food, shelter, and various services. Here we outside TV. Look at this, yo. Mm-mm-mm. Who is Mutar Seek? Hey, we outside TV. Hey, Fly Guy One. Yo, this is crazy, yo. This is beyond crazy. Wow. If you were living in this country right about now, you should be beyond flabbergasted. Like, you should be really, really upset, yo. They saying record taxpayer support of UN spearheading agencies, yo. Wow. Look at this, yo. The UN has entrusted faith-based establishment NGOs with handling a lot of the 372 million in cash and voucher assistance and multi-purpose cash assistance. The broader endeavor will hand out to an estimated 624,000 migrants, quote unquote, in transit to the United States during 2024. Look at that. That's more than a $500,000 that they're going to fund to over 624,000 in transit to up here. Our money is going to them in transit up here. Wow. Well, excuse me, yo. Gotta stretch. I'm sorry, yo. Yo, I'm flabbergasted right now, yo. I'm so appalled right now. I'm like, this is unbelievable, yo. Thank you, If Electronics. Yo, look at that. Look at that. The money, it say, yo, that money is most often handed out. Other UN documents show as prepaid rechargeable debit cards, but also hard cash in envelopes, bank transfers, and mobile transfers that the U.S. border bound travelers can use whatever they want. Why you think New York they handed them $53 million in prepaid debit cards? This is the plan right here. This is on Center for Immigration Studies. This came out January 30th this year, a couple days ago. Wow. Wow. Look at this. The State's Department, PRM, and USA have given IOM 1.4 billion in just the last 12 months, by far most on record, according to the US Spending.gov, a database that tracks federal spending. PRM is the biggest donor to UNHCR, which is among the 15 different UN agencies that will spend money in aid along the migrant trails of Latin America. This is part and the parcel of State Department agreement to a 2023 to 2025 framework for cooperation with the UNHCR to pay an effort and to politically support its goals. The State Department openly acknowledges issuing guidance to full staff on budgeting and plan coordination for Latin U.S. government policy initiatives in Latin America, such as an expansion of quote unquote refugee centers and a management of no interest international travel loan programs. Wow. Wow. Can you believe that? International travel. This is all the this is all a plan, yo. 372 million, yo. Look at this, yo. The Seventh day Adventist Church's global humanitarian arm, the Silver Spring, Maryland Adventist Development and Relief Agency, plans to distribute more than 10 million, nearly 38% of it as cash and cash vouchers, and the rest as food, shelter, and hygiene needs in Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Argentina, and Peru. ADRA received significant funding from U.S. aid and the State Department from 2021 to 2023, nearly 51 million in 2021, 32 million in 2022, and more than 9 million in 2023. That's why the fuck they coming up here. Cause they've been paying their asses to come up here. They getting international travel loans. Yo, they giving them the routes. This is all a plan, yo. And it's funded through the non-profits. Yep. That, yo. 32 million in 2022 with more than 9 million in 2023, and two unspecified grants so far for 2024 according to the U.S. spending. It is clear how much of that is earmarked for U.S. bound immigrants in America, but clearly some of it will be in 2024. Brazil and Honduras were among the top countries where ADRA spent money. Another aid into the hands of U.S. bound foreign nationals, more than 26 million. Three Jesuit associated groups are the Commission for Social Justice sends out nearly 2 million. You hear the connections of it? This is the Seventh Day Adventists. This is the Catholics. All of this is connected, yo. And all of them churches are into what? Human trafficking. Woo! Get them likes up, family. Get them likes up. You see what's going on? Get information. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know we outside TV. Shaking my head. Yo, this is beyond sad, yo. This is beyond sad, yo. It really is, yo. It's beyond sad, yo. It's it's not good, yo. Yo, I mean, come on. Wow. They sending out 2 million. They said Catholics, the highly visible Catholic Charities USA, is not on the list those working south of the border with the UN Project, although the NGO and many affiliate components received tens of millions of dollars in federal awards to manage illegal immigrant transportation north from the border and resettlement activity in the United States interior. So they showing that the churches, the nonprofits, all of them are working. That's why every single time when the illegals come over here, they be going what? They be going to the churches. And but that's one of the main reasons why they get the transportation up here. They are getting bussed up here. And them bus companies, yep, they are working with them. Yo, come on. But some three, yep, of them, yep, but they saying, but some 13 franchises of the nonprofit immigrants south of the border, much of it is cash and cash vouchers. The activity Explorer Tool shows. U.S. aid in the Department of they say U.S. aid in the State Department's PRM have given more 11 million to one of them. Caritas Brazil since the mass migration began in 2021, including 3 million pledged through December 2024. Overseas refugee assistance programs for the Western Hemisphere that include food, non-food items, shelter, health, and psychosocial support. Look at that, yo. Yeah, by way of explaining his views on this aid, Carita Switzerland, one of the most given of the 13 franchises, said on his website that migration globally across international borders is non-regulated forms represents a legitimate strategy of people to improve their lives. Of course, every time there's a mass migration like that, a lot of bad things happen. Usually through like infiltration. We gotta look at it. Why do they want to come over here? Excuse me, I'm sorry, yo. Why are they bringing these people over here? That's how we gotta look at it. Why are they bringing them over here? I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta look, yo. We gotta look at that. Why do they want to bring them over here? Like, what is the purpose of them coming over here? And why are they being funded by these churches? And look at that, the Lutherans, they involved. USA to awarded the Lutheran World Relief $1 million grant this year. The group will hand off 181,000 supported immigrants in Latin America. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, the religious groups are in on this shit, yo. Center for Immigration Studies, yo. This came out 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Uh, 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 uh. Crazy, yo. And look at this one. Wow. U.S. pays record 20 billion to welcome illegal aliens for refugee and entrant assistance. Oh my God. This is sad, yo. Wow. This is beyond sad, yo. Yo. 20 billion to welcome these people, yo. Jeez, yo. They said among the many burdens that skyrocket in illegal immigration forces upon American taxpayers is the um, exorbitant, you feel me, cost of ruling out the Welcome Act to accommodate transport by migrants with a multitude of services upon bent an astonishing 20 billion according to the government figures, including a report published by a non-profit that investigates federal spending. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, yo. Wow. Uh. Wow. Unbelievable, yo. Wow. Yo, y'all should be pissed. I'm pissed off. Mm-mm-mm. Unbelievable, yo. That's just, this is unreal. Unreal, yo. Unreal. Oh my gosh. Do y'all hear this shit? Look at that, yo. Wow. I just had to take a pause because my mind is like in the frenzy just reading this shit and I believe what I'm reading right now, yo. I really can't. Shit, man, it's sad, yo. It's sad. It's fucked up. But see, this is what happens when you vote against your own best interests. You always wind up getting fucked in the end, and you always wind up losing. Wow, wow. Yep. So yeah, family. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on here for a while, cause my mind is like I'm processing this shit right now. My mind is like totally. not fucked up, but I'm just like, wow, because I gotta process this shit, man, and wow, like this is sad, yo. This right here, man, it's get some real rest. I'm gonna holler back at you. Peace.